They didn't yell, they didn't chase, they didn't even explain. They just put cones in the road and waited for the right car to stop. And when they refused to verify the one credential that could have ended it instantly, everything that followed became a receipt, a timestamp, a case number. The cones appear without warning. First they narrow the shoulder, then the lane, like the road itself is closing its fist. A black SUV sits angled behind them, engine idling. Another vehicle waits farther back. No sign explains the stop, no posted notice, no one waving traffic forward. They called it a compliance checkpoint. No signs, no notice, just a funnel and a question they wouldn't explain. And still, Marcus Hill slows, because the cones direct him without ever saying a word. The silver SUV stops exactly where the cones pinch tightest. The engine clicks once, and settles into idle. The window stays down. Marcus Hill's hands rest on the wheel, thumbs open, nothing between them, nothing hidden. The open lane keeps moving. A sedan passes, tires humming, wind dragging dust along the cones. No one looks inside Marcus Hill's vehicle. Then, a figure steps in from the left. Not centered, not official looking, just close enough to steal space from the driver's door. A palm lifts toward the glass, stopping motion without touching it. Marcus Hill turns his head slightly. He does not reach at first. His hands stay visible, still. Then, slowly, he leans forward and lifts the license from the dash. It's been waiting there, aligned carefully with the insurance card beneath it. He passes it out through the open window. Traffic keeps flowing like nothing happened. The license is taken. Read once, then read again. Held flat, then angled. Edges checked, corners pressed. The agent's eyes move from the card to Marcus Hill's face and back again. But Marcus Hill's face isn't acknowledged, not once. The silver SUV rolls forward a few feet, stops where the cones narrow again. The engine shuts down. The click echoes, then fades. Marcus Hill's right hand lifts off the wheel, empty, then returns. The papers stay on the dash. The window stays open. Another figure replaces the first at the door, closer now, blocking the seam like a bracket. The license is read again, front and back, turned once more like it might transform into something else if they rotated enough. Where were you born? Huntsville, Alabama. The answer is brief. The pause after it is not. Wind pushes a scrap of paper against a cone. Then a third agent steps in, boots stopping short of the door seam. A red light blinks steadily on her chest camera. She looks at the license, then at Marcus Hill's face. No greeting, no introduction. The license stays out of reach. The door opens halfway and stops. Marcus Hill lifts both hands briefly, palms forward, then lowers them. He steps out onto the pavement. Groceries are visible through the rear glass, bags pressed together, frost clinging to frozen boxes, condensation beating along plastic. No one looks at them. No one cares why he's here, only that he's here. Marcus Hill stands where they place him, posture upright, feet square once, then still. The cones frame the vehicle tighter now. Hands on the vehicle. He places his palms on the hood, metal warm from the sun. Across the lane, a phone lifts. Then another. Then a third farther back. The cameras stay steady. The wallet is removed from Marcus Hill's pocket. Opened. Cards come out one by one, set on the hood without order. Driver's license, insurance, a gym card, a store card. Then last, a military identification card. It's held longer, long enough to read, long enough to consider. Then placed face down, separate from the others. This could be fake. It isn't. The military card remains face down, not returned, not acknowledged. The license stays out of reach. The wallet is closed and held out of reach. Traffic continues to pass. No one waves Marcus on. No one explains the stop. A radio behind him, short burst, then silence. Stay. Nothing follows that word. Like, stay is its own legal document. The license is picked up again, checked again, set down somewhere new, still not returned. Someone slows to look. Another phone rises and steadies. Marcus Hill shifts his weight once, careful not to lift his hands. Fingers spread, then relax. I can verify through Peterson, official channels. That won't be necessary. The military card is lifted, turned once, then placed back down, face down. The distance between the card and Marcus Hill's hands never changes. Traffic thins in waves. The lane clears, then fills again. Then the words drop. Dry, casual, lethal. Turn around. Marcus Hill turns his head slightly, then stops. For what purpose? Am I being detained? Detention. No document, no explanation, no authority spoken aloud. Just the word, floating there like it's enough. Hands behind your back. His hands leave the hood slowly. They move back in a straight line. Wrists meet. Metal clicks once, then again. Sharp. Final. His posture stays upright, and he speaks like a man building a timeline. For the record, I have identified myself as active duty military. I have offered verification through official channels. Those offers have been declined. No response. The cards are gathered without order. The military card stays separate. The wallet is not returned. The black SUV door opens, vinyl seat visible. Door held open like a mouth. Sit. Marcus Hill steps forward. The cuffs pull his shoulders back. He lowers himself into the seat. The door closes. The window seals. The red Bodycam light remains on, outside the glass. Across the lane, a sedan rolls forward and is waved through without stopping. Another follows. The cones stay in place. The SUV engine idles. Air hums through vents. A camera outside remains raised. The cones are pulled back a few feet, then reset, until verified. No number, no time frame, no supervisor. Inside the back seat, the cuffs keep his shoulders pinned. A belt clicks. The door locks again. The window tint dulls the shapes outside. A phone vibrates in a pocket Marcus can't reach. It stops. Starts again. Stops for good. The driver's door opens. Seat dips. The engine turns over. The SUV rolls forward, then stops again. Another car is waved through. A third is pulled aside. The cones fall away from view. The radio crackles. Short exchange. No names. No badge numbers. No case number. Just procedure pretending to be law. The road drops between concrete walls. The SUV slows and turns into an underground garage. Engine shuts off. Door opens. Out. Marcus Hill steps down carefully. The ground slopes slightly. They move through a corridor with no windows. Polished floor, scuffed in the same places, like this walk happens often. A camera dome hangs above a doorway. A desk comes into view. Name, Marcus Hill. Date of birth, he answers. A screen stays dark for a moment too long. They move to another desk. A woman sits behind it, eyes on a monitor. Camera dome above them still lit. Name, Marcus Hill. Date of birth, country of birth, United States. The woman looks up for the first time. Rank, Captain, United States Air Force. Lines scroll. A box flashes. Remove the cuffs. Metal opens. Blood returns to his hands in a slow rush. He rubs his wrists once, then stops. Why is he here? He couldn't prove citizenship. Did he present military credentials? Yes. And you didn't verify through his command? We followed checkpoint protocol. She turns the screen toward them. Dense text. One line highlighted. This clearance level requires citizenship. It's verified before commissioning. You detained an active duty officer without verification. It was a compliance operation. Show me the plan. Nothing appears. She looks back at Marcus. Sir, you should not be here. I want documentation. You'll get it. I want the names of everyone involved. You'll get that too. Printer hums. Paper slides out. A stamp hits once, then again. She signs and hands pages across the desk. We're releasing you. Your vehicle was towed. She writes down the location. Marcus gathers his things slowly. Wallet, phone, cards. The military identification card is returned last, upright this time. He puts it away himself. The lobby door opens. Daylight hits hard. Voices pass. Footsteps echo. He stands still for a moment, then steps forward. He dials. I was detained. I'm safe. I need a ride. To the impound lot. At the counter, a clerk slides a form across. He signs where indicated. The gate lifts. The silver SUV waits alone, windows up. When the trunk opens, cold air escapes, then disappears. Packages are soft now, liquid pools at seams. He closes the trunk. He sits behind the wheel, without starting the engine. He checks the time. Late that night, Marcus opens his laptop and watches the footage. He doesn't fast forward. On Monday morning, he makes a call. On Tuesday, another. By the end of the week, the file has a name. The checkpoint has a number now. The detention has a time limit. The cameras have copies. Paperwork arrives by email first. A reference number, a timestamp, a subject line that explains nothing. The attachment lists names, units, a location. No apology, just confirmation. He forwards it. A review begins. Bodycam clips, dispatch logs, authorizations. The word compliance appears often. It is never defined. Weeks pass. The truck is back. The groceries are not. Receipts sit in a folder with everything else. A filing date appears. Then a case number. Court screens replace SUV windows. The red lights appear again, bigger this time. Footage plays without commentary, and the call to verify still isn't made. Experts point to commissioning requirements, clearance protocols, documents. A chart appears. Cars waved through, cars pulled aside. The pattern doesn't need explanation. It just needs a courtroom. The verdict is unanimous. The number is read slowly. $12.4 million. The room stays quiet. Within weeks, notices go out. Field duty ends. Employment ends. The checkpoint operation is flagged as unauthorized. Both agents are removed from field duty, then terminated. Internal findings are forwarded for federal review. A memo adds a definition. Another removes a practice. Random compliance checkpoints are discontinued. Immediate verification of military credentials is added. Purpose disclosure becomes mandatory. None of that changes the stop. Marcus keeps serving. He adds a folder to his vehicle, copies inside. He doesn't tell anyone to do the same. He just does. At home, the footage lives on a hard drive, labeled, dated, backed up. This story doesn't end with a scene. It ends with a record. Here's my view. Nothing in this case turned on volume, attitude, or argument. Everything turned on whether verification was allowed to happen. So here's the question, straight up. If a checkpoint can refuse verification and still detain, what does compliance even mean? If you think a record matters more than arguing, share this. If you've ever been told to wait while proof was ignored, comment record. And if you want more stories where procedure, not outrage, decides the outcome, subscribe to Justice Served.